Hey everybody, we're getting back online. We are live on Facebook right now. If you are hanging around or if you want to join us, we are getting ready to hang out for a few minutes. And look, I'm going to start my timer. We're going to get started here in about 2 minutes. So come hang out with us. Come hang out with us. We're going to wait for a few people to get online and check out the comments. And hey, tell us where you're streaming from, where you're watching this video from. We're over here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and we are doing a virtual crawfish boil today. We're having so much fun. We've already had a lot of things going on this morning. If you didn't get a chance to hang out with us earlier, you can go back and check some of the other videos on our Facebook. But hey, we're going to get started in just a couple minutes and talk about a lot of fun things. But I just wanted to encourage you for a minute and tell you, listen, one of the biggest reasons why we do these kinds of things is to let people know that they are not alone. You know, I was born with severe hemophilia A and have been through a lot of ups and downs. And I can tell you for a fact that one thing that is definitely harder than living with hemophilia is living with hemophilia alone. And what we want you to know is that we have a whole family and community of people who really want to reach out to you and to be here for you, to be a support system to you and your family. So get connected, start making some comments actually right now. And we would love to see you guys online as we're hanging out with each other. So we've got about 30 seconds and then we're going to get started with a couple of things. So check out a couple of these announcements and we'll see you in just a second. It is great to see you. Thanks so much for joining us live here on Facebook as we are streaming live today for our virtual crawfish boil. Listen, you may have heard me talk about this before, but I'm telling you, we were so bummed when we found out that we had to cancel our actual crawfish boil that we do for so many people here in Louisiana every year. We have 300 to 400 people that come out and we have a blast. We have so much fun and do giveaways and prizes, and we have a lot of fun activities around at the Baton Rouge Zoo. But, you know, this year we had to cancel that event because of the COVID-19 response. And look, we want everybody to be safe and healthy. And so for that reason, we decided to cancel the event. But we still knew that there was a huge need for us to get connected and to be community. And so, listen, I don't know if you're enjoying this or not, but I'd love to hear your thoughts about what it's been like already to do this as a virtual event today. And so if you live in Louisiana, I hope that you're able to have some crawfish today and think about us as we're going to be together. But if not, we hope that maybe you can win some gift cards. We've already given out a few $100 in gift cards this morning in our first session as we were live streaming this morning. And we're going to be doing more. So get in the comments right now. At any moment, we could be asking a question right now in the chat. And if you respond to that, if you're one of the first people to respond to that in the chat, you could be chosen to win a gift card. We're giving a lot of gift cards away today. And so maybe you can use that to get yourself some crawfish. If you don't live in Cajun country, that's okay. We hope that you're able to get whatever it is that you need. Maybe grab a hamburger on us with one of those gift cards or something like that. But look, we're having a ton of fun and we got a lot more planned for you. We've already this morning had several great sessions. One of the things that we have already done today was have our hemophilia quiz bowl. And I'm telling you, it was so much fun. So many great questions, lots of great participation. We gave away already 3 gift cards in that session. And the very next session right after that was our Find the Crew That Supports You session, really all about building your own personal support system. There's some great discussion and conversation going on. If you are not getting the updates on Those breakout sessions, those are live Zoom calls that you can get into. You can jump on it right from your phone, right from your mobile device. You can get involved in those sessions with us today. We have 2 more left, and we're giving away some big prizes, but you got to be in the session to be able to win those prizes. You got to be involved to be able to get that and answer the questions when they pop up in the chat. So make sure that you're paying attention to that. We've given away already some great gift cards and prizes, but we have even more to give away today. Matter of fact, this afternoon, we will have a session starting at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, talking about hemophilia with Dr. Singleton. For those of you who know, Dr. Tammy Singleton is an amazing hematologist. And in that session, she's going to discuss a whole lot of things about your bleeding disorder. Look, this is a great opportunity for not only to get your friends and family to come and hang out with us and listen, but also do some Q&A. Ask Dr. Singleton some questions. We'll be facilitating some of those questions throughout the chat sessions. But also, we're going to be doing some amazing giveaways. We're going to ask some questions at the end of it. And if you have the right answers and you're able to respond quickly, you will have a chance to win a pair of Beats headphones, an iPad, a Fitbit watch, and even a Bose Bluetooth speaker. This is some amazing giveaways, you guys, and all the thanks really to our sponsors who stepped up to the plate and were willing to donate these items so that we could give these things away to have a fun time today and enjoy our time. So, man, that's great. But look, it is not too late to register. You have to register on the website in order to be able to participate in these breakout sessions to win these prizes. So go to our website right now. You can see them in the comments. You can look down there and you'll see there's a link where you can click on it, or you can go to our website, hopeforhemophilia.org. Right on the homepage, you'll see that's our schedule. Click on that. It'll tell you where to register and sign up. And you still have time to sign up for 2 more sessions this afternoon to win some amazing prizes. A little bit later on this afternoon, we're going to be giving away a Nintendo Switch. We're going to be giving away AirPod Pros, some Beats headphones, and even a $500 gift card. So we've got a lot more to give away and a lot more a lot more time to go, and so it's going to be a lot of fun. If you are affected by a bleeding disorder, your family members are registered in the registration, you will have a chance to win in those sessions. So we want you to be in there. Listen, I wanted to take a few minutes. We've got a lot of people behind the scenes putting all this together today. So I just wanted to take a couple minutes to introduce our staff and welcome them on the line with us today so that you can see who all is behind the scenes helping us pull this off. Because it's not just me. There is so many people that are helping us do this. So let's go ahead and take a minute to introduce our staff. All right, it's great to see everybody online today. You know, there is so many amazing things happening behind the scenes, and we could not do what we're doing today with this virtual Crawfish Boil if it was not for all the hard work of our amazing staff and volunteers that are behind the scenes. And so I wanted to ask all of our staff members just to jump on real quick so everybody could see what's going on. So for those of you that don't know, you can check out more about each one of us on our website at hopeforhemophilia.org. But there's Michelle Danos over there that is helping out with all things administration, especially event coordination and things of that nature. Susie Cannon helps out with patient resources. She does a phenomenal job with our patient assistance programs. Porter Snow, who handles all things with operations and does a phenomenal job with helping with all the moving parts. Cindy is an executive administrator that helps to do just about everything. What does Cindy not do? That's probably a better question. And Brittany is leading the charge with our Hope Group development and training. And also Kim Bernstein, the queen of the world herself, handles just about everything as well. She is in charge of patient and community relations, and she is doing a phenomenal job with all of that as well. So just wanted to ask everybody to jump on the call today, but thought we might talk to a few of us just a little bit about what's going on. I know, Brittany, for instance, we've just had a whole lot of these types of calls with our Hope Group leaders all around the country who are doing a lot of Hope Groups similar to this very structure where they're meeting online and able to chat and communicate with each other. How's that been going?
It's been going great. Everybody's having a blast getting to see each other. We've been doing them every couple weeks, and just reconnecting and being together and supporting each other has been fantastic.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Porter, I know you've had a lot of spinning plates with just trying to recalibrate some of the events and things that we're doing and working with that. But how have things been going on your end?
It's been going, we've been rocking and rolling. I mean, things are definitely different in the virtual world, and you know, everybody's trying to figure that out. But all still going well, and our team's still staying on top of everything, and you know, enjoying this time as much as we can.
Yeah, that's great. And Kim, I know you've been connecting with a lot of the chapters and a lot of the treatment centers and different various people that have been in and around the community. How are things going with all of the different moving parts that you've been working on?
Our community put the word resilience in the dictionary, and that's what I'm saying, talking to everybody. The hemophilia community is a group that has been so resilient. We were going to have it in person. Now we're going to be online. We were going to do it one way. Now we're doing it another. But we know how to do this, and I see our community doing this very well.
Yeah, that's great. Well, thanks for all you do. I just cannot imagine trying to navigate all of the changes that we've been through without such just incredible people. And I just want to say a big thank you to all of you guys for all your hard work and dedication to making all these things happen. I think a lot of people don't realize all of the moving parts that happen behind the scenes. But you know, if it wasn't for the dedication of all of you guys and the work that you do, including all of our volunteers, I mean, you guys are working with our volunteers every single day. We have a small army of people that are also behind the scenes helping with all kinds of different things. And so it's just been a real blessing to be able to be together, even though we're all kind of separate and apart in some ways. But gosh, it's been a lot and been good at the same time. But man, this crawfish boil that we're doing today is just a totally new thing. Who'd have ever thought that we would be doing a virtual crawfish boil? I don't think any of us would have dreamed of that. And it's really a unique time for sure. But at the same time, I think one of the best parts about it has been being able to connect with people digitally, even though we can't be together. And I'm looking forward to, we've got interviews set up here the rest of this session as we're live streaming on Facebook right now with Gilbert Russell. And I think, Susie, you're actually going to a crawfish boil with some friends a little bit later today. We'll check in with you. And that looks like that's going to be fun.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
That's great. And I think we got some other friends around the community that are doing crawfish boils. So we'll be checking in with kind of everybody and see how it's going. But thank you guys so much for being here behind the scenes and working so hard to keep all the plates spinning. And we'll check in with all of you a little bit later. Thanks. All right, and now that we've had a chance to introduce our staff to you, I just want to take a few minutes to share a story with you. You know, a lot of people say that they really just love connecting with people that have a bleeding disorder. We do that in lots of different ways by connecting in our peer-led support groups with our hope groups that meet all over the United States. And we also focus on practical assistance by helping people with financial assistance programs, helping them find resources, helping them understand what's available to them. And so those things are near and dear to our heart, and one of the main reasons that drive us being here and helping so many people. Last year, we were so grateful because of all of the support that we got and generosity from so many people who get online and give in individual donations. We were able to give over $410,000 away last year directly to helping people with financial assistance in 2019. And that was really just an amazing thing to be able to do that. We spent a lot of time trying to not only raise funds to be able to help people, but we also work hard to be able to serve the people that we help day in and day out. But I wanted to share a story with you actually of a family that we have been able to come alongside and support others with for many years. And take a minute and just watch this video. I want to play this video for you because I'd like for you to see Rachel's story. So take a look at this, and we'll be back in a second.
My name is Rachel Nealand, and I live in Austin, Texas, and we have hemophilia A. So 15 years ago, I got married to my husband, and we wanted to start having a family pretty quickly. We got pregnant, and my oldest was born 14 years ago, and he was born a month early. So he was in the NICU because his lungs weren't fully developed. And from the PKU test on his heel, it just kept oozing. When he was about 6 days old, they diagnosed him with hemophilia. And so that's where our journey began, learning about hemophilia, what it was. I got pregnant with my second son, and we learned at that time that any boy I had a 50% chance of having hemophilia. So as soon as he was born, they drew blood from his umbilical cord, and we found out that he too had hemophilia. Every time they had to stick the boys, they'd put the needle in, wiggle it around, move it. I would break down emotionally just because I felt like it was my fault. I couldn't help them. I couldn't fix it. When they would have bleeds and they would look up at you crying and asking, when is Jesus going to heal me? That is when it really tugged at your heartstrings. The biggest bleed that stands out is Mason's. When he was, I believe, 8 years old, he had his first knee bleed. That was the first time we had seen a joint that massive. We had seen bleeds, for years, but nothing to that magnitude. So we changed his factor product, and he started to get better. Around the 16th day, it got a little bit better. We thought we were out of the woods, and then a month or two goes by, and it came back again. At this point, it was happening all the time. And I joked, I was like, if he sneezes, he gets a knee bleed. And it was just nonstop. He used to be very active into baseball. We had to pull him out of that. And then in 2016, he was 10 years old. He had 3 knee surgeries in that year. The first day of school, he got off the bus and I was like, how was your day? And he, through tears, was like, it's okay. By the time he got in the house, he just broke. The pain was so extreme. He just couldn't handle it anymore. When you see him in that much pain, was really, really challenging. Thankfully, Hope for Hemophilia was there during that time. And just being able to talk to Jonathan and others that faced similar situations and truly understood what we were going through, that's really the only way we made it through. When we were introduced to the hemophilia community, I was told by our physician that women don't have hemophilia, or it's 1 in a million chances that a woman would have hemophilia. So I didn't even think about it. Fast forward to 2013, I was at HFA and I was sitting at a women's roundtable. They were sharing their stories about different joint pains and aches and stuff. And I'm like, I have that and that and that and that. And I'm like, well, maybe I should get tested. So I got my factor levels drawn and comes back, I have mild hemophilia. And some people, when they get a diagnosis, they're pretty upset. I, on the other hand, was actually relieved. For years, I suffered with pain in my shoulder off and on and just assumed it was tendonitis bursitis, like the doctors had said. And to get 1 dose of factor and the pain go away, I'm like, for years, I dealt with this. I had met Hope at an event, and I got to know what Hope did, and just hearing how they help patients in crisis caused by hemophilia was really inspiring, and I knew I wanted to be a part of it. I started volunteering with Hope and really getting involved with what they did and came on board. So one patient we helped that really stands out to me, it was actually in Texas, and she was a single mom, had a couple kids, and her one son had hemophilia with an inhibitor. But the mom didn't have a car, and or transportation or childcare. So her son was 10 in the hospital by himself. We were able to get a car donated for her. And so that was such an awesome day. Just the joy that she had freedom to go take her son to the doctor's office. And then when he was in the hospital, she's able to visit. So many families that we helped didn't have family nearby. They had no support system. I feel like we were able to help those patients that were going through such a difficult time. One, we were able to help a financial need, but besides that, we were there to be a support to them.
Wow, what an amazing story about Rachel and her family that have been through so much themselves, have to navigate a lot. And, on top of those things, she has and her family have really been a family that has been willing to give their lives to helping others. And so we were really grateful for them. And what a great story. Thank you, Rachel, so much for being honest and transparent and willing to be vulnerable with us to share what you've gone through. And so really amazing story. Right now, I'd like to take a few more minutes for us to just kind of drop in. I mean, one of the big reasons why we're here today is to learn more about the folks that we walk alongside with each day, but also just to talk about Crawfish and hanging out with each other. But I think I got Gilbert Russell on the line here with us for that works with ASAP. Gilbert, thank you so much for being here today and for supporting us with this virtual Crawfish Boil. It's a crazy world that we're in, but man, you are just such a huge cheerleader and fan, and so grateful for you being a part of this today. So thanks for being here.
You're more than welcome, Jonathan. Glad to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad to try to do this together, even though we're separate in separate places and everything. It's nice to kind of have a way to connect and be together, even though we're apart,
Yeah.
But look, you guys have always been just such a huge support of the work that we do with Hope for Hemophilia and helping patients in crisis and navigating so many different things. And gosh, I just, and working with you guys and your pharmacy, you guys just do an incredible job at supporting patients on the ground. So I wanted to talk to you just a little bit about, just tell us a little bit about what you guys are doing with your pharmacy and how you're helping people with hemophilia specifically.
Sure. If Lord willing, if I make it to June 16th next month, I will have been at ASAP for 16 years.
Wow.
From the very day that I walked in the door, it's been a mission. It's been a mission, and we've really crafted even our mission statement to really tell you a little bit about who we are. We accept our call to be servants. We understand that in coming into this work, that there's a great need. There's a need that families have because there's someone that's in their family that's dealing with something that's beyond them. And so they really need advocates to come alongside of them, more so than having someone, more than anything else that they need someone to come along and be an advocate with them. And so ASAP kind of stands for a specialty advocate pharmacy. We see ourselves as servants that walk alongside those that are in crisis. As far as service is concerned, we try to craft a care package around them that really suits their individual needs. It's not a template that's based on one size fits all. It's really getting to the heart. What's really at the heart? What can I do to make your quality of life better on a day-to-day basis? You may only get a package once a month, but sometimes the little things that you can do in that package can make a difference. The med they may not be excited about seeing, but the level of care that we can place inside of it is really what's important. And then lastly, Jonathan, I would just say it's important that they know that we're a part of a greater community, that we're not here as a competitor, or we're not in competition with anyone else. We want them to feel that they're insulated. you know, that they got other places that they can go to be, where people are going to love on them. And so we've tried to come into the community from that perspective, that we want them to feel that they can be served by ASAP at no cost to them. And if we can do that, then we feel that we've made a difference in the quality of life of one family for that day.
Yeah, that's great. And you guys do such a good job of that. And one of the things that I always think about with y'all is that that level of empathy. You guys really put yourselves in people's shoes as much as you can and try to say, man, how is it that I would want to be treated if I was going through the same thing? And you guys do that so well. And I love that. And you're based in the Chicago area, but you really serve patients all over the country. Is that right?
Oh gosh, that's one of the greatest joys, is that, you know, we're not governed by boundaries. And so what's the post office say? Neither rain nor sleet nor storm of night will stop ASAP from accomplishing their task. So we'll go anywhere, we'll serve anywhere where there's a need. The need is really what drives us first. You know, and then the boundaries, we've been able to get beyond those boundaries and go places where no one else has dared to go.
Yeah, it seems like every time I talk to you, you're like, yeah, I'm getting in the car and I'm driving over here. And then the next thing I know, you're like, yeah, I'm flying to this place to go and bring somebody their, you know, medical. Man, where, you know, you're like a superhero. Do you have
well, those have been, yeah, those have been like some of the greatest. I think if I have memories, when I go back over the years I've been here, some of my greatest memories have been those spontaneous events that take place. You know, a person says, you know what, we're in a crisis, and I've got to get home from where I am. Can you help me? It's like, sure, let's go. You know, and so we've had opportunities where I've got on a plane, flew to Atlanta, and picked up somebody from the hospital and drove them home from there, just because that we knew that would make a difference for them.
Wow.
And so we do. We get calls all the time. First of all, from people that just have needs, and once people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. We try to give them the opportunity to put us to the test in that regard.
That's so true. You know, even your email address, you know, the tag is "We Care ASAP," and that couldn't be more true. And so that Thomas Jefferson quote is one of my favorites of all. And I love that you guys not only believe that, but you truly display that. You live that out in your going, coming in. I've been privileged to know you for quite a few years now, and just so appreciate not just only the work that you do and the quality of work that you guys do as an organization, but just your friendship. I just cherish you know, our conversations and times together. So thank you so much for being with us today, Gilbert. And it's a real treasure to have you with us, but more importantly to be able to support events like this and give us the opportunity to really help as many people as we can, as we're trying to help people struggle through how to navigate these crises in these strange times. So thank you for being here.
Hey, could I say two more things?
Absolutely.
You know, the other thing that ASAP stands for is always say a prayer. And we understand that sometimes in crisis, the last thing a doctor will tell you is that, you know, it's reached a point where you got to pray. Well, we take the proactive approach and we start praying up front. So when you think of ASAP, I think of always say a prayer. And then I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about the work that I believe Hope for Hemophilia has done throughout the time that I've met them. I've never met an organization that puts their heart on the line for people. And sometimes it's sometimes it's misunderstood. Sometimes it's that people don't see the benefit that's there. But one of the reasons that ASAP has been a support to Hope for Hemophilia or Hope Charities is because of their willingness to go into the lives of people and make a difference beyond what they're able to do. They need resources that can help them. And I take great joy in saying that they can go to Hope for Hemophilia, because I've seen them help beyond the boundaries of what I've seen others do. So I'm a big champion. I'm a big fan. If they would have me on their board, I would be on it, but I can't. But I love them to death. I love every single person that's worked there and every single person that works there. I consider it an honor to be associated with them.
Well, thank you so much, Gilbert. We feel the same about you, and really treasure your friendship and all of this. So thank you so much for all that you do for the community and for us. And we'll just keep helping people together. That's what we do.
That's right. All right. I feel
All right.
it.
Well, thanks for being with us today, and we'll hopefully talk to you soon. Well, I'd like to drop in and check in with another friend of ours, Seth Price. I think Seth is cooking something up over there, and love to find out more about that. Seth, how are you doing?
Oh, buddy, you have no idea. I've got it going on over here.
Man, it looks like you got a good setup there, a little grill in the back and everything. But hey, I wanted to say a huge thank you just to you guys and the company, Paragon specifically. You guys have been such a huge support of Hope for Hemophilia and all the patients that we're helping through all of this crisis. And man, it's just a real joy to be able to do this work with you guys. And thank you guys for sponsoring this event today and helping us to still be together, even though we're all separate.
No, absolutely. Paragon and Hope, man. We have a great relationship, and I'll tell you, it's just, I love your organization. What you and Porter have done over there has just been massive, and the families' lives that you're touching, it's just huge. It takes a lot of heart to be in a position that you're in, and because I do know how many applications you turn down. So funding is everything, and I know that definitely needs to come your way. So anything that we can do to support, absolutely. But yeah, we love you guys to death. You're amazing.
Well, I appreciate it so much. I really do. It means the world. But look, let me know what's going on in that grill. I'm anxious to find out what is happening.
All right. Here we go. So I've learned a thing or two about crawfish, right? You've got to make crawfish, and of course I'm in Texas, so I was like, I think I've been to Louisiana enough to know how you do crawfish, right? So I guess this is how you do it, right? You do a rack of ribs, and then the crawfish, and then I got the potatoes, and then there's the lemon. So I mean, that's right?
It looks good to me. I mean, hey, look, I'm from Texas, as you know, and so I don't really see much of anything without the barbecue pit being involved. So the fact that ribs are on the equation with the crawfish, that to me seems even better. I love it.
Hey, I'll take it any day of the week. Ribs and crawfish, man, I can't think of a better meal.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, you have hemophilia yourself. Of course, working in this world every day, I mean, one of the things that I always love so much about you is that you're always trying to leverage what you've learned to help other people. And so tell me a little bit about your situation and how you grew up with hemophilia and how you're trying to apply that today.
Yeah. Growing up type A severe, growing up, it wasn't exactly the easiest. It's crazy because, you kind of grow up and you're trying to figure out how to understand what it is that you have. And, you don't really have all the resources immediately, but I love the fact that, my mom was very active in getting the resources. I love that I had a great rep from SP whenever I was a kid who said, hey, this is everything you need to be a successful, patient. And it was making sure I was taking my medication when I needed to, understanding that the world wasn't coming to an end and that life does go on beyond hemophilia. And so, taking that, and then growing up, learning how to accept what you have and realize that hemophilia doesn't hold you back. It only, in my opinion, for me, it was a gift. It was a gift to feel. It was a gift to understand that yes, you may have hemophilia, but somebody else is going through something worse. And And at the end of the day, you need to be there for them and realize that you can live a full life no matter what. And so, you know, taking a lot of the life lessons that life likes to throw at you and kind of throwing a little bit of spin of hemophilia on there. And then on top of that, you know, clearing out hepatitis C that you acquire from your factor, you know, I'm going to tell you, you just realize that the small things, it ain't so small, you know, and life, it has a lot to offer. So I'm going to say, you know, taking all that, you know, knowledge and kind of applying it to what I do now as in hemophilia, you know, working for an SP, you know, you got to look at it from two different sides. You have to look at it as, yes, you are a patient, but you already got your stuff in your wraps. You got other people to take care of. And so, yeah, man, it's all about, you know, making sure other people understand that they have resources and literally just giving back and saying, hey, this is what I learned. This is what everybody else is going through, and how can I help you? So I'm going to say, man, life is definitely a journey. And if you're not learning from the life lessons from it, what are you doing? You know, and giving back, you know, you've got to give back. You got to make sure other people are taken care of.
Yeah, that's so good, man. And I love what you say about how it's a gift. And, you know, I always phrase it kind of the same idea, but maybe in a little different way. Just talk about how, like, I've gained far more from hemophilia than what hemophilia has taken from me. And I think about that so much in the relationships we formed with each other and the people in the community. And that's been hard, I know, for me, about being separate during this time of you know, social distancing and everything. And of course, we want to prioritize everyone's health and everything. But tell me, how has that been for you, and how are you doing, and how has it been for the people that you work with in terms of just the social distancing and trying to stay connected? It's been a little bit more challenging, I think, than normal, right?
Yeah, well, you know, it's funny though, because I feel like I'm having more meaningful conversations. You know, you got to think, how many times do you and I see each other in the spring? You know, and we're lucky to get a luncheon, a breakfast, or a dinner or something, just to sit down and say hi. How's the family going? You know, and how's life? And you got to think, how many times have you and I been on a Zoom call where we've had actual quality conversations where we're asking about life, how really is everything, and we're taking time to actually breathe. You know, over here we're, you know, social distancing, yeah, it's there, it's a new norm, right? I think that's what we keep calling it. It's a new norm. This is everything is just new. And so, but I don't know, I kind of like it. You know, I'm getting this quality time with you, and quality time with, you know, people that are watching this and saying, you know, I mean, it is what it is, you know, it is a new norm, you know. So over here, it's not phasing us one bit. We're good. We're great. You know, we're missing everybody. I can't wait to see everybody. I can't wait to see you, because I know you said a few weeks ago, the minute that you start seeing people, you're just going to have long, awkward hugs. Bro, I'm going to thrive right in there with you. I'm also going to be a little awkward.
We just do like the whole hug thing, you know.
Exactly.
It make everyone else uncomfortable, but we're going to be fine.
That's it.
You guys have also been a big support of our hope groups and the peer-led support group model. And a lot of our hope groups went on to this virtual environment where they were starting to be able to, meet in Zoom calls and things on a regular basis because they couldn't meet in person. And so we've had them in Chicago and in Michigan and in Texas and in, you know, Kentucky, Indiana, all these different places all over the country. And so it's been really great. And you've been able to participate in a lot of those as well. And I just think you're right. Like, we've had more meaningful connections in a way that it's like, it's kind of put our priorities back in a place, to me, there's been some real positives out of it. And, but I do think I still talk to people that are really still kind of disconnected. So I'm trying to get as many people as we can to get involved in those, because I think people sometimes feel, I mean, right now, more than ever, people feel isolated. And so, man, I always say there's something worse than living with hemophilia. It's living with hemophilia alone. And I really appreciate your support and help with those meetings, because I think it's everything to try to find ways to connect with people in groups.
I couldn't agree more. You know, I know a lot of people, when they think, wow, it's a group, you know, man, am I going to have to share feelings, you know, and am I going to have to talk, you know, it's not like that. You know, it's a place where you can come together and, you know, if you don't feel like, you know, airing out whatever you have going on in your life, you don't have to, but just being around each other, being able to see a fellow bleeder's face and just knowing that, you know, they're going through the same thing you're going through. Man, I feel like it means something more, you know, than just being alone and being like, I don't know if I really want to. I'm going to tell everyone that's watching this, jump into these hope groups, jump in 100%, because it can literally make a difference in your day. I'm a part of actually one of your groups that you've put on for a few of us that actually work in this world. And I'm going to tell you, I look forward to that phone call, to that Zoom call every now, going forward. And I really hope that even if we ever get back to life, kind of what we knew it as, right? I hope you don't stop that. I really do. I really hope you don't do that. I hope that you kind of move forward with that group, just because it's making an impact in my life. You know, just hearing stories from other people and actually be able to be a bleeder for once, rather than wearing two hats. So just know you're making an impact in my life with those. Really appreciate you.
Man, I love it, and it's really like you said, it's kind of the highlight of my week. Like when we get to do those, because I just look forward to being able to be together. And you're right, it's not the same, and at the same time, there's something still that's really beautiful about it. And we need each other, man. I appreciate the relationship. So look, thanks for the shout out too, to invite people to those things. I know a lot of people can learn more about that on our website. There's a Hope Group link on there, and you can learn more about the group going on. But man, whatever it is, whether it's a Hope Group or whether it's your local church or your local, chapter or your local, whatever that is, man, just get involved with somebody, because we need each other. And it's just like these moments today, man. It's not really about the crawfish, or in your case, the ribs and the crawfish and the.
I'm just saying.
K-Jexican.
I'm just saying.
Dude,
look at that. Look at that.
I'm coming over. When all this is over, I'm coming to your house. We're gonna do the K-Jexican.
You do that. I'll even throw a brisket in there.
Woo,
we'll do some Tony Chachere's or something.
Yes.
Maybe some Slap Your Mama seasoning, and just bring it on, buddy. Bring it on.
Yes. I love it. Love it. All right, Seth, it was great to see you, man. Thanks so much again for sponsoring this event. Thanks for all you do at Paragon and helping us to be able to reach more people. And it's great to see you today. And we'll catch you next time, okay?
Hey, no, I appreciate it. And of course, if anybody needs any help with hemophilia, Paragon is always here for you. So don't forget it.
Love it. Thanks, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, man.
Well, I think our friend Andy Matthews is still out there at his ranch doing some other crazy things. So love to check in and see. Andy, what are you up to now?
How's it going, guys? It's Andy and my son, right-hand man at the ranch, Keaton. And we're going to do a little crawfish boil straight rope race. 54-year-old, first hemophiliac ever that's 54 is going to do a straight rope. Let's just see if I can do it without dying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh boy. 8, 9.
Who's gonna win?
I can't make it. Hey, Moses. I'm too old for that. There you go, guys.
Woo-hoo.
Little fun at my climbing wall. Have a good crawfish boil, Jonathan and Porter.
Wow, Andy, that is just incredible. 54 years old and able to do all that, even with hemophilia. That is amazing. I'm 42 and I couldn't do that. So, man, that's great. Looks like y'all are having fun. Well, look, I want to take this opportunity to get back to talking with Joey a little bit about really what his story is. Joey, you are directly affected by hemophilia, and I'd love to learn more about how exactly you started getting involved in the hemophilia community.
I have 2 sons with hemophilia. They're both, grown now. They're 33 and 43, somewhere in that area. I always get I might be a year off. when I met my ex-wife, her son had hemophilia. He was 3 years old, and I kind of got involved in the nonprofit part at that point, and started doing some fundraisers as far as I actually did blood drives and things like that to help. They had some kind of a program set up here where if anybody with hemophilia needed blood, we did this blood drives, and they were giving blood, at no cost because of the blood drives that we put on. And so that's the way it started. I worked for 14 years in the steel business, and through my nonprofit work, I got offered a job in the specialty pharmacy side. And at that point, I thought it was a good change for me. So I got into this business, and I thank God every day because it's been a blessing to be able to be in this community and be able to help people that are just like my son, both of my sons. So it's been a learning experience, and it's been a lot of fun. What better job can you have than a job that you have fun at? And it's been that for me, and that's how the Crawfish Boil kind of got started. After a couple of years of being in this, I decided to put on a Crawfish Boil as a kind of an appreciation day, and it started with a handful of people, and the next year, a bunch of different people in the community heard about it, and they were calling, so we invited more people over, and it started with I bought the crawfish myself with one pot, and it grew the next year to where I used that one pot, and I had a hard time keeping up boiling the crawfish, and so I got two pots, and I got one of the guys from the community. He came out and he helped me boil crawfish that day, and we boiled crawfish, and it got to be where we were having 150 to 200 people coming to this, and so we got in touch with Fizzo's, and Fizzo's has actually been doing the Crawfish Boil ever since then. It's pretty much been the place to go. Has been Fizzo's.
And they do such a great job too, being from Acadiana and helping with that whole event. I know we've used them through the years in partnership with you, and that's been really a wonderful time to be together. And it really reminds me just of the value of our relationships and friendships with each other. I always say that hemophilia, there is something worse than just having hemophilia, and that's having hemophilia alone. And I think that we really need each other. I know in my friendship with you over the years, I've really learned a lot about how you've, had to navigate some of the decisions that you've had to make with your kids, and learning how you've been able to also take that wisdom and knowledge and apply that and help other people with it. I mean, I have so much respect for how much you've been able to do that for people through the years. And you've been at this a long time, not to date you or anything, but your white hair shows us all of the wisdom that you have that's through the years. And so you've got a lot of experience that a lot of people don't have. And so you've really been able to leverage that and help a lot of people. And so I'm certain that that's one of the driving factors that keeps it fun for you is helping people. And I just appreciate all that you do for me and others and everyone else in the Louisiana community, especially. I always refer to you as Mr. Louisiana, because you are, if you live in Louisiana and have hemophilia, you probably know Joey, because he is an icon unto himself. So thank you for all that you have done for really just the last 25 years or more in the hemophilia community, but also just taking your knowledge and wisdom and offering it to people who don't have the same depth of experience you have. It really means a lot. Thank you.
You're welcome, Jonathan. Thanks so much. It means a lot to be coming from you, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. So I can't say I haven't, because I really have.
Yeah.
So it's been a treat.
It's good, and they say that that you make a living by what you do, but you make a life by what you give. And you have really given so much to our community, and we're really grateful. I really appreciate you and your company sponsoring the Crawfish Boil year after year, but even this year has been meaningful to us. And so really appreciate you guys jumping up to the plate and helping us to make these opportunities possible. I think hopefully this year we've educated, not only just been able to gather online with our own folks, but hopefully we've been able to share with the world what it's like to do a crawfish boil and have the culture that we have, that we enjoy down here.
Well, I'm glad at least we're doing it virtually. Hopefully next year we'll be able to crank up the boiling pot again and do it all in person so that we can all meet together as a group.
Thank you again, Joey, so much for being with us today, and I so appreciate your time. And thank you again for all you do for the community. And hopefully we'll see you very, very soon.
Thank you all for doing this, Jonathan. Appreciate it.
All right, man. We'll catch up with you later.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Look, I am we still got more time today to hang out, and I am looking forward to it. I hope you're getting involved in the comments. We've already given away a bunch of gift cards in the comments. If you have not had a chance to check out the chat section, make sure that you're paying attention to the comments there, because that's where we're asking the questions so that you can win some gift cards. But the place to get the big prizes that we're giving away and the raffle items are actually in the breakout sessions. And we're getting ready here in just a little bit to do another breakout session. In order to get the invitation to that, you have to register. So make certain that you go online. You register now. Still not too late. There's 2 more breakout sessions that you can participate in, and that's where we're giving away some amazing prizes, including a Nintendo Switch Lite. We're also giving away a Bose speaker and some amazing AirPods and different items like that. So you don't want to miss that. I think there's still a $500 gift card that we're giving away a little bit later. So definitely jump in there, register now so you can get the links to be able to sign up for participating in those sessions. So before we leave this live session, I wanted to check in with our friend Beth Owens over here, who is, she's just been such a big supporter of ours for many years. Beth, it looks like you're in the kitchen. What are you up to?
I'm here. Hey, Jonathan, how's it going?
Oh, it's going great. Hey, thanks so much for hanging out with us today to talk about for our Crawfish Boil Education Day and event. And we so appreciate all of your support with your company Bayer and all the things that you guys have done for us through the years. But man, it's a fun time to hang out with you. And it looks like you're in your kitchen. Are you cooking something today?
I am in my kitchen, Jonathan. And so I am, so I was trying to think of something that I could make. I'm obviously from Mississippi, not from Louisiana, so I'm not, my crawfish would not look like how you guys cook crawfish. And ours are tiny crawfish too. They probably wouldn't be any good. And so, but I am making something today. And so I got the inspiration. I was talking to a community member about camp. And we were talking about, my daughter we're obviously home in isolation or whatever you call it, staying safe, whatever the term of the day is. And so I've just been kind of playing around with ice cream. Anyway, long story short, so I was talking to this community member, and he was like, when we used to go to camp, we used to make this ice cream that was called soda pop ice cream. And so I thought, you know what? Maybe for our little visit today, I'd make ice cream, because we love ice cream, but also this time of year is one of my favorite times of the year, not just because school's ending, but because hemophilia summer camp has been so awesome. And I have been in the community about 11 years and have been able to participate in camp, and it is just, so I thought if I make the orange soda pop ice cream today, I'm going to be curious if any old campers remember it or actually had it at camp. And then we're going to, I've never tried it, so you and I are going to try it today for a first.
All right. I can't wait to see what it's all about here. When you described it, it sounded like almost like a orange soda kind of thing.
Yeah.
What ingredients are in this?
Okay, so this is the crazy thing, Jonathan. Okay, so it only takes like 3 ingredients, which I think is totally nuts. And so, but first you're going to get 4 cups of, let's see if you can see it, the orange crush. Okay, so 4 cups of that. you're going to do just a cup of milk, just regular whole milk, a cup of regular whole milk, and then a can of the sweetened condensed milk, and that's it. So super easy, super easy. So I mixed it up a little while ago, and let me see, it's done. You just put it in your regular ice cream, your little ice cream maker that you would make ice cream in, and so it's done. And so I'm gonna try it for the first time. I've never tried it before, and so I'm gonna open it up, see if it looks like, I'm even curious if it looks real, and it does. It does. Look, I don't know if you can see that or not. Can you see it?
Oh, wow. Looks like a giant push-up pop.
It does look like a push-up pop. Okay. All right. So I'm going to taste it. We're going to see how good it is. And so that's pretty tasty. Not going to lie. And so I think your kids would love that, Jonathan. I can see that being a summer camp treat. I mean, that's really, really good. So
more creamy or icy, or is it kind of
it's creamy. Like, it's creamy. It tastes like a creamsicle. Like, and you would think maybe it would be really sweet because the sweet condensed milk and all the soda, but it's not. It's crazy. That's pretty good. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to be making that again. So
all this crawfish, spicy, all that kind of stuff going on. I'm telling you, like, there is nothing better than a nice frozen treat like that. So I might just have to try that out.
Yeah. So people have to try this soda pop. Ice cream. It's really pretty good.
Great. Well, look, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to Bayer and to you, Beth, specifically for supporting Hope for Hemophilia in all these years. And of course, even now during this quarantine season, just being able to help us promote these types of opportunities to hang out, even though we have to do it all separate. It's still a great time to be able to still stay connected with our friends and family and people that are affected with bleeding disorders. And it just means so much to know that you're behind us and still with us through all of this. So thank you guys for sponsoring today and helping us be together.
Well, thank you, Jonathan. I think it's great that you guys are really staying connected with the community, reaching out. I think it is, we're in some crazy times. It is, who would have ever thought that this is, kind of how 2020 was gonna look for several months. So, so thank you to you guys, because I think that it is, it's easy to kind of get disconnected. And so, from what I've learned in my years in this community is this is a very connected community. And so, so I'm glad, that you guys are doing your part, Bayer's doing their part, everybody's doing their part to keep everybody connected, because we are one big community. And so thank you to you guys, and thanks for letting us participate today.
We want to thank Beth Owens and Bayer for sponsoring our event today and helping us out with these types of moments. So we really appreciate that. And boy, there's nothing better than a cool treat after you've had some spicy crawfish. So man, that sounds like something that would be a great idea to try at home. So thanks for sharing that recipe with us. And man, I think we talked with Susie on our staff a little earlier today, and she was headed to a crawfish boil here in the local area. So check in with Susie real quick and see how they're doing. Susie, how's your crawfish boil going over there? Whoa, y'all look awesome.
Boiling crawfish, playing cornhole.
I love it. I wish I was there with you. Oh my God.
We wish you were here too.
Oh, I know. I got my crawfish boil t-shirt on though. I'm ready to go.
We're not that far away.
That's right. All right. Well, show me y'all boiling some crawfish today, huh?
Yes.
Whoa.
Crawfish. Gotta let them drain. Let's see what they look like now. No water.
So good.
No, I'm not. I'm videoing it. That's what I wanted to see right there. Pouring them out.
Oh my gosh.
Look how hot they
so
are.
Good.
Yes, and it smells amazing.
Oh man, that looks so good. Just like having a lot of fun on a Louisiana hot day with some crawfish and spicy food. That's a lot of fun, but mostly because of the people that you get to hang out with. And so, man, if that looks good to you, comment in the comment section right now. Do you like it spicy or mild, or are you more of a super burn your face off hot kind of person? So tell us what it is that's your favorite in there. But hey, listen, we've still got more giveaways to do, and we're getting ready to go into our next breakout session. If you have not registered yet, there's still time. You can still jump in and register and get the links in order to be able to participate in the upcoming breakout session. We're getting ready to go into another session right now that is going to be talking about hemophilia with Dr. Tammy Singleton. And she is just a phenomenal hematologist here in the area that you just will love hearing from, and have an opportunity to do some question and answer and really learn from her. So we're excited to do that. Make sure that you register so you can get involved in that session. We're giving away some amazing prizes during that time and giveaways. We're giving away some Beats headphones, an iPad. Come on, somebody, a Bose Bluetooth speaker. Going to be a great session. You don't want to miss that. And then right after that session, we're going to be doing another one about going to the ER. When should you consider going to the ER? And especially during this time, that's a question that I think a lot of people are sort of wrestling with at times. We still have emergencies in the bleeding disorder space. Good time to know. When do you call your treatment center? When do you go to the ER? So we're giving away some big prizes in that session as well. You do not want to miss that. That's the session we're giving away a Nintendo Switch Lite, AirPod Pros, Beats headphones, a $500 gift card, y'all. It's going to be amazing. So you're going to need the link to get into it. The only way you can get the link is by getting registered. And so make sure that you register now so that you can get involved in that session. And then we'll be right back here when that session is over on Facebook doing a live stream again to catch up with a few more of our friends and to talk about a crawfish and wrap up our day. But man, this has already been so much fun. It looks like so many of you are out there having a ball, getting some crawfish going. And so we're excited about that. We wish we were all together in one big group like we normally do each year. But this is at least good to be together, even though we're not in the same room. So look, we are so glad you're here. So glad you're hanging out. Go ahead and get signed into that next breakout session that you got in your email with the link. If you have any questions or you're having trouble or you need to troubleshoot your phone getting logged in correctly or something, make sure that you put in the comments right now on this live session. We can make certain that we help you out to be able to get connected. So we hope you're having so much fun, and we'll be seeing you back here in just a little while. Hang tight. We'll see you soon.